this is Caelan Huntress, and today I'm doing a homepage review of TamaraChildsCollection.com. This is an e-commerce website where Tamara Childs and her husband Adam sell gilded glassware for decoration inside of homes. And the first thing that I like about this homepage is that it makes really good use of high quality photography. You can really get a sense of the quality of the products that they make because of the quality of the photography. I think that this is a really overlooked portion of websites, especially if people are making buying decisions online. You want the buying decision to be supported by high quality photography, and it makes it easier to make decisions on buying something if it looks really good on the website. So that's the first thing I like, is the high quality photography. The second thing I like is this full width hero shot up on the top. As soon as you get to the website, it takes over the entire page, and it gives the impression of a whole bunch of different pieces that are available. And that's what's in the e-commerce store. So that's the second thing I like, is this full width hero shot. It's really well done. The third thing I like is something I normally don't like. It's these sliders. Normally I dislike sliders on home pages, but most times people put their sliders right up top above the fold so that they have to wait for the slider to load before they see anything. But they've avoided this problem neatly by having sliders down below, and if the sliders do take a while to load, it only shows pictures, and so it doesn't look like they're missing out on anything. As a matter of fact, the first time that I was here, that's all I saw was a couple of pictures, and I scrolled around, and now that I've cached the page, I can see these sliders every time I show up here, and it scrolls through a bunch of different shots. And if this is more effective than a series of different photos, I couldn't really say. I'd have to look at them both side by side to see. But it's rare that I see a homepage slider that I like, and this has two sliders on it, and I think it complements the page really well. So that's the third thing I like, is the homepage sliders. The fourth thing that I like about this homepage is the about photo. It stands out because it's black and white. Color is such an important part of this design that the color really makes everything about this page. The golden color, it hits you from all sorts of different sides. You know, there's gold in this hero shot, there's gold in these sliders, and then there's this black and white photo about the people. And so the visual difference in the color quality between the about photo and the rest of the products, I think it visually creates a really nice dissemination. And so I really like this about photo. That's the fourth thing I like. And now I'm going to describe four things that I would improve about this website. The first thing that I would improve is this headline. Exquisite home accents and tableware. It's descriptive, but it doesn't have any pow. You know, there's not a whole lot that grabs me about this headline. However, here on the shop page, there's this beautiful phrase: hand gilded tableware, treasures, and gifts. That's so much more descriptive, and it also gives a couple of different options for how these products can be used. They're treasures and they're gifts. And having some sort of descriptive phrase like that, treasures and gifts, here's the headline, I think would have a little more impact. So that's the first thing I would improve, is I'd rewrite the headline. The second thing that I would improve is I would have uniform golds throughout the page. There's a bunch of different shades of gold here in that you could see in the product shot, and there's different shades of gold here in the different photos that we have. And so because of that, there's a bit of a gold blandness, but I think it could be tied in by having one major gold that shows up on the hover of the buttons. Right now, the buttons on hover, they just turn a little more gray. It's not that exciting. And the link colors, it's kind of a drab brownish gold. It's not that exciting. But if we replace these with an exciting gold, and we had the same gold here in the logo, I think that there would be more visual cohesion with the goldness of the website. The third thing that I would improve is this logo itself. I feel like this logo is a little confusing as to the purpose of the site, because the URL is TamaraChildsCollection.com. But the big text that we have in this logo is Child's Studio. If this was childstudio.com with a subheading of Tamara Child's collection, it would make this seem like this was the collection of the studio itself. Whereas right now, with the main text in the logo being Child Studio and not sharing that in the URL, I find that a little confusing. So I would do a redesign of the logo. I love the font work here with Tamara Child's collection. I would just do that on a single line with the icon to the side of it, and maybe move it up into the upper left, or put it in center with all of the options for the menu on either side. Right now, it's taken up a lot of space for this header, which I like the empty space because it does leave room for viewing and appreciating the photography, which is what we want. But this logo, I think it could use a round or two of revision. And then the fourth thing that I would improve is this footer. At first, the footer really threw me off, and because I want to see this as a deep gold or as a black with white text, something as a base for the website. Until I noticed that a lot of these pieces, they have a base that is this same gray color. And I think that's why they made the design choice to have this light gray footer, because in the pieces themselves, having a light gray that doesn't detract from the power and the wham of the gold, it's really effective, because then it makes the gold really stand out and it's not distracted by the base. But that's not something that we need to do in the digital e-commerce store. The page itself isn't gold. If the background was gold and the footer was gray, then I could see how that sort of reciprocation would make sense in the design. But as it is, I don't think that this gray is doing the website any favors. I think especially being such a tall footer, having a color that matched the button or matched the gold that I'd like to see further throughout the design would be much clearer. And for instance, a couple little things like having blue as the hover color for the social, I'd really want to see that tied in and have it be the main gold color, and maybe some bolds with that gold color as well, in order to really highlight that goldness that I think is so powerful about this site. So those are the four things that I like and the four things that I would improve about tamarachildscollection.com. If you'd like to have your own homepage reviewed, there's a link in the description below. See you later.